Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-May tarot reading, or whenever you find it. Time and energy is fluid, so do take a look at the playlist for Sagittarius and see what additional messages you can find in there. Okay, let's get started. Here we go, and wabam. Ooh, okay, yeah, 53, Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. Boy, I'm feeling that, watching and waiting. Waiting is not a big, strong suit for us fire signs. I can tell you that. We can be rather impatient, so we are just watching and waiting to see how things progress. Seahorses, what a interesting little animal. So neat, so cute. Ooh, pleasure. Okay, now we have an 18. And what else do we have for Sagittarius? All right, let's see what we have. Bam. By the book with an 11. I think something is going according to plan here. It's just kind of a wait and see kind of energy. Because, the earthly realm, things, it takes time. Things can move rather slowly. All right. Watch and wait by the book. I think while you're waiting for this, you may as well just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey, too. It's all about the journey. All right. Recent past. Depending on your timeline, you may have already experienced this. You may not have. Okay. Oh, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, that's bizarre. I think this came out in the exact same spot as Leo. That's why we do collective readings sometimes, like as a bonus, because the energies within that sign group are very similar. Seven of Cups. There's sevens here. Sevens are a card of number of mystery. And the Five of Wands. All right, see what is crossing these energies. There's a lot of options out there right now, things that can bring you pleasure and happiness. We have the Hermit coming out, Virgo energy. Yeah, that's that watch and wait. Three of Wands. There's that kind of impatient, but it's waiting. Three of Wands is a card of waiting. Like I said, not our strong suit. You might feeling frustration a little bit. Seven of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Yep. All right. So we have by the book, watching and waiting. By the book, I'm feeling this analysis here. Doing things you feel that are in alignment with what you're trying to produce here. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. It's waiting. It's also expectation. You've been putting a lot of work, effort, energy, time, resources into something that you plan to harvest. You want it to come to fruition, but there is a watch and wait. We have the Hermit here. It feels like you're growing old, waiting for this thing to manifest. So this is saying try to make the most out of your waiting time. Go ahead, do some analysis. Is there anything you need to tweak or maybe change, that might help influence your harvest when that time comes? I know the waiting is terrible, right? And I do get this feeling like you feel like it's going to take so long for this to come about. You're going to be old and gray by the time everything works out. That's almost the expectation here. That's how it feels, how long it's going to take. But in reality, it's going to happen a lot sooner, I do believe. But this is saying while you're in this waiting period, you go ahead and just be with yourself. Maybe be that philosophical Sagittarius kind of energy. Although I know this is a hermit, but as Sagittarius, we like to do the deep dives within ourselves. We're very philosophical. So it says just take advantage of this quiet time while you're waiting on something to manifest. You're still putting in the work. You're still showing up every day. Seven of Pentacles is a card of Taurus. They're very reliable and patient. This is a card of patience right there. Do watch the Tarot in Your Sign. Talks about this card. I'll post it at the end of this video. But yeah, a lot of patience here. A lot of patience and introspection and thinking and analysis going on. That was similar with Leo. And there's always a lot of options. The universe gives us tons of options, good, bad, all of it. It's up to us to decide what's going to be best for us. But there is this unknown quality here. This is a card of mystery, it's fantasy, it's dreams. It's really being in your emotions about something as well. And that's being crossed by a Three of Wands. Looking at these different options and opportunities and thinking what's going to give us the greatest bang for our buck, the most expansion, right? Because this is a card of expansion, but it's also another card of waiting. Woo-hoo, waiting for your ships to come in. There's expectation here. There is this dreamy quality, dreaming of what you want to happen, fantasizing what you want to happen, and now here comes the wait. It's wait. That is all over this reading. We have a card of waiting there, expectation, card of waiting here, expectation. Woo-wee. Yeah, it can be very frustrating. Very frustrating. I see that here with the Five of Wands. This is frustration of our spirit, is what I'm feeling for Sagittarius. For you, this is, I don't feel like this is a card of competition for you here. Your competition really is yourself. Can you do better than you did last time? Can you beat yourself? It could be that, but I'm seeing this as a period of frustration. And, it's calling on you with the Seven of Swords to be calm, to be strategic. There is patience in this card. This guy is sneaking away quietly with these swords, taking him, stealing him from the enemy so that they can't use him against him. But what I'm feeling with this card is this it's strategy. We have that with the Seven of Pentacles. It's analysis, thinking about what to do. And it's also a card of silence. In my opinion, silence with your ideas, keeping things to yourself, and working through, kind of tiptoeing through this, chaos over here. Oh, my hot water heater, it sounds like a teapot. I just heard that and I was like, I know I don't have my teapot on. Anyway, I feel like this situation is calling for delicate and patience, delicacy, like delicate, because this is a card that is more turbulent. It's aggravating, it's frustration, and this is saying, don't give in to this energy, is what I'm feeling here. Because we see these people, they're actually in combat, they're fighting, that sort of thing. This is saying you don't have to be that fiery burst of energy. This is saying be more strategic and quiet and silent. Just kind of tiptoe through that energy is what I'm reading there. And take your time too, because that seven, we have two sevens here. He's not just running in, blowing up the place, taking the swords and running out. He's doing it. He's just kind of going in and sneaking away. So do be careful with your information and just kind of go through this period carefully is what I'm seeing. Don't let the frustration get to you. Don't let it ruin your focus or your strategy that you have here. All right. So we have the Six of Pentacles now. The King of Wands. We have Leo here showed up in his own reading. And then on the other one, and then we have the Knight of Swords. All right, Sagittarius, what is crossing here? It's the impatience right here. I'm feeling impatience, but patience coming in. Your wisdom. So your spirit is impatient here, but your wisdom is telling you to be patient. Queen of Wands. Now we have Aries energy coming in. That's Aries because it is cardinal. Knights are mutable. All right. So we have the World that came out for Leo. And we have the Ten of Wands. Yep. Two cards here showing carrying something on your back. This one is your thoughts, information, strategy. And then there's your work. All right. Queen of Wands coming in. This is good. I mean, Aries energy, it's very bold. It's very energetic. She's a take charge kind of energy. She's following her passion. She's going to do things her way and she's going to learn as she goes. This is just doing, you getting after it and doing and working on something. And I think what she's doing is she's applying all of that to this Six of Pentacles here. This is balance. We see the scales here. And it's there. This is also about cycles too. Sometimes you're the giver, sometimes you are the taker, and it's also about the equal reciprocity too. This kind of goes back to that Seven of Pentacles. She's going to be looking very closely at what she is doing over here, what her passions are bringing her in these pentacles. Is it equal? Is she putting in more effort than what she's getting or what she thinks she's going to get from this harvest? We don't know yet. There is an element of the unknown here. Sorry about that. I'm back. So I think you are creating balance in your life with this fiery Queen of Wands energy. All queens are creators, and she is an initiator, that cardinal queen energy. And she's reflective of the past, just like all queens. And so this is playing a part in what you are manifesting right now and how you're manifesting. What value do you have? What value are you sharing with yourself of others? That's how we create our, our abundance on this earthly realm, is how we are valued and what that exchange is. There is an exchange going on here of wisdom and then resources. So that's a really important feature right now for you. Something about value, your value, what you are doing, what value does it have? And so we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Let's talk about that. That is a divine partnership. That's also, if it's not a person in your life, it's you. It's your yin and yang. It's balance within you. This is another very bold energy. The King of Wands is an entrepreneur, a visionary. All the kings I feel have that businessman kind of thing, and so do the queens to an extent. This is air energy plus fire. So intelligent, but passionate, and really, if you're wanting to get things done, to start a business, this is the energy you want to be in. And that too, as well with the Queen of Wands, really taking charge, very passionate energy here. And there is this, I feel like this World card here is an opportunity. It's a portal, it's a doorway, it's a new beginning, because when you step through this, you become the Fool yet again on a new journey. So there's something closing out for you, possibly a new soul mission coming in. But this is a card of completion, of reaching some type of goal, I do believe. She's got the whole world in her hands here. So I'm feeling opportunity. I'm feeling all kinds of things with these two cards combined. This is a card of Capricorn. And so I think whatever you set your mind to, you can complete it. You can finish it. You can reach your goals here, Sagittarius. And part of that is, we have this knight here, Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving knight, I think. Probably, maybe even faster than the Knight of Wands. There is determination here to, cut through things, to weed things out that's going to be in the way of your journey. We have this sword drawn here, and so you really want to just get to what you're doing. You want to finish this, and there is some kind of completion happening here. This isn't going like in a perfect linear time frame here. We see the Ten of Wands, another card of completion, of finishing what you started, you know and I'm not feeling like this is a heavy burden for you. This is something you decided you wanted to do. You've put your time, effort, energy into these wands here, whatever it is you're doing. And man, this is saying you're very close to your harvest. It's coming. It's just right over the hilltop here. And you're not going to let anything stand in your way. You've got this energy right here. I'm not feeling any reckless energy with this Knight of Swords. It sometimes can be, but I think you have such perseverance and diligence here to see this through, that this is the energy that's going to cut things out of your way. Almost like if you're going through a jungle and you got a machete, this energy is going to clear a path for this one. That's what I'm seeing. Clear path ahead to finish this, which is good. It's really determined. We have two cards coming out. That has happened a lot with the fire signs. We have death and transformation and the Page of Cups. So, an ending and a new beginning. So we're going to put those, I'm going to take them together because that's what I'm feeling. All right, let's see what other future energy. So there is a completion here. Something is ending and a new beginning is coming. And I felt that with the other readings too for fire signs. Oh, okay. Yeah, something's definitely ending here. It's not bad. I'm going to tell you that. It's not bad. This is Aries, Mars energy. Something is changing. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And the Ace of Wands, inspiration coming in. Wow. And it's a new opportunity. I just saw the Seven of Cups again. And I was just saying opportunity as that card flew out. So this journey that you're on to get this, you're reaching a goal here, Sagittarius, and it's going to open up even more opportunities once you've reached that goal. You're going to have more goals, more aspirations, more inspirations. Wow, the Knight of Cups on the Page of Cups. We have the Chariot. Woohoo! And the Four of Wands. Okay, some of you, there could be a romance coming in your future. Very well could be. We have something transforming here. It could be that this transformation is coming in the way of a romance. We have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Page and Knight of Cups. This could be unexpected. This could be unexpected. This right here, this last row, may not have anything to do with this project or thing that you're working on here. This looks like something else is coming in for you. This looks like a romance of some kind. There is an offer, a small offer, token of affection here, and then a much bigger offer. It seems like they're reaching out to communicate that they want something with you, Sagittarius. Very possible. Very possible. I think this could take you by surprise, this offer, and you might just go for it here because we have the Chariot. That's focus, that's direction, it's victory, and we have this passionate new beginning in the Four of Wands. That's a partnership, a commitment, stability. So That would be in a relationship wise. Now, if it's not a relationship, because I don't have anything like that even remotely close coming in, and I'm Sagittarius Sun and Moon, this is saying that there's a transformation here with this dream, this aspiration in this Ace of Cups that you're holding here, and this is planning. This could be it could be that you're completing this first portion and now you're about to embark on this hope and dream. All nights are fire, so this is fire and water, so it's passion and heart's desire. Hello, winning combination, right? That's why because this is a passion and heart's desire night, this one, is the knight in shining armor. That's why we call it that. That's what I think anyway. The one that comes rushing in to save you. But what I'm feeling here is that this is you going after something again. We see it again. You did something up here that was great, and now it's time for either the second leg of that journey or continuation or something to that effect. There's more energy being put into this, and we have the Tower crossed by the Chariot. The Tower is a pretty intense energy. It's Mars energy. It's transformative, really. Mars is, that god of destruction, and so this is, this. Okay, so we have foundation here. I can get this out. So we have the Four of Wands. It's foundation, commitment, partnerships. We have foundation here with this Tower. Your foundation. It's changing. It's changing. When this is completed here, when you finish that, and I feel like there's something happening here. Something's changing within you, Sagittarius, that you're rebuilding this tower. I feel like it's who you are. This tower is representing who you are. You're rebuilding it stronger, more fortified. Yeah. And when you rebuild this tower, you're like rebuilding, you're reinventing yourself here, Sagittarius. And then you really take off with the Chariot. You have this renewed focus on this thing. It might be a continuation of this. This is just one goal, one aspect that you are completing, and now you're moving on to the next, because we never stop, right? And so here we go again. Once you've had this experience and it has reinforced you here, you're off again. There's really no rest. There's no rest. And this is a card of victory as well with the Chariot. Purpose. You're purposely driven. Look what you're going towards. I do feel a linear direction here this time. Or, it's going to be all in one. We have inspiration here. Out with the old, in with the new. This feels somewhat new. Even if it is a continuation with this, it might have evolved in some way. We have the Ace of Wands crossed by the Four of Wands. Now, I did say this could be a passionate new beginning with a person, commitment, partnership, marriage, the whole thing possible. But this could also just be commitment and stability with this Ace of Wands, this inspiration, this thing that you're going towards. It's going to give you stability. It's going to make you more stable, more fortified, a force to be reckoned with here, Sagittarius. Let me know how this is resonating with you in the comments below. Really helps me. Little luxuries. Did we get the Nine of Pentacles here? I think we had that in the Leo reading, but we have generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. And I feel that around this reading. That is a goal. That's what you're doing. Because we have pleasure. That goes with the little luxuries. We have Moon here. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's confident movement right there. That's Seven of Swords. It took a lot of confidence to go into a battlefield, that Five of Wands energy, and to take away, to disarm that Five of Wands, to disarm that group of people who were fighting and sneak away. So that took a lot of courage to do that. We have Beetle good fortune. Yay! There was a beautiful beetle, one of those shiny green and gold beetles was stuck in a water trough outside yesterday, and I rescued him. I hope he's okay. Very pretty beetle. It's kind of like what I have right here. The little beetle. We have flowers, happiness. I like it. The flowers. This can also be representative of the sun because, there's very few flowers that bloom in the moonlight. There are some, but yeah, that looks good. And we have egg. Oh my gosh. Success assured with good plans and hard work. We have good plans with the Seven of Swords because that is a card of strategy and hard work. We see that with the Seven of Pentacles. We have it with the Ten of Wands for sure. Really sticking with it. And the Six of Pentacles. Let's get our final card, the Stoic Wisdom. Let's see if we can get something different. There's so many cards here, but the same messages keep popping up. All right, for Sagittarius, what do we have? Oh, we had a flipper. We're going to take that one. Courage. Wow. Seneca, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Oh my goodness. Okay, and we have Leo here. So just even live to take a breath. Okay. Oh, look at that. Share courage. Share one honest opinion today that you've been hesitant to express. You know what? I don't think Sagittarius usually has a problem with that. We are terribly blunt, let me tell you, to a fault. We don't intend to be, crass, but sometimes we just are. True courage isn't fearlessness, but acting rightly despite fear. Like a tree bending in the storm, strength comes from flexibility with firmness. I like that. Speak your mind, Sagittarius. Go ahead. All right, so that is all the messages I'm getting for right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.